Hi friends, it's Julia. Welcome to day number 13 of my Christmas catch-up series or layout a day. Today's layout is one that is a 5/6 photo sketch from Scrapbook Generation. I actually have 4 photos to work with, and this is a sketch by Allison Davis, and it is paid content, so I will not show the sketch that I'm using. Anyway, so if you saw my process at the very beginning, before I started this whole thing, I had pulled papers, photos, and sketches together. Well, I went through and I added in a piece of paper that I wasn't going to use this side from, so I'm using the back side for my cardstock, if you will. And so these are the papers that I pulled in to use. I don't know that I'm going to use any of them because the way this layout looks, it looks like it would be great to use with scraps. So I pulled in my scrap bag that has quite a few Echo Park scraps in it. There's a few others in here, but there's a whole lot of Echo Park. And then from my last layout, I pulled in these pieces. I may use something, I may not. But I have this stuff to play with if I choose to. So anyway, this is where I'm starting. I have pulled up some sticker sheets, mostly for either the letters or the border strips at the bottom. In some way I might use. There's letters and border strips on this one. And then a few cut aparts here to replace 2 of the photos that I'm not going to use. So here is where I'm starting. I'm not going to pull any other embellishments this go around. Yesterday's layout was so much quicker to go together and it worked for me. So that's what I'm going to do today. Here's where I'm starting. Once I have everything done, I will come back and show you everything that I used. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you being here and I will be right back. Okay, friends, I am done with layout number 13. Let me show you what I did not use. I had pulled these 4 sticker sheets ahead of time that I thought I might use, and I didn't use these 3. So there's this one with the alphabets on it. I didn't have quite enough to create my title from either of those, and that's fine. I did not use any of those, and I did not use any of those. So all of those will go back into my sticker stash. I had pulled in some scraps from my last layout, and of those I did not use these. And the solid pieces of pattern paper, I didn't use any of these because I didn't feel the need to cut into these because I had scraps that worked. So these are from my last layout, so I used both of those. And then I pulled in this scrap from here, and there you can see the pieces of paper that were cut down from those others. I used a scrap in here. Or wait a minute, I didn't end up using this one. I used this green one and not this one. So sorry about that. So I used this one, and then I used this one out of the scrap bin, and then I used this one out of the scrap bin, and those are what I have left over. I pulled this one in from a previous layout. I had used this one down here, and so I used this one here. And then I had cut one to use from this page. As far as embellishments go, here's all my little bits of bling that I used. I have these hollies. I guess I could get you up a little closer. These are the clear diamonds. These are the black faceted stones. These are the red. And then these are the flatback pearls in red. I pulled in these little stickers with the gold deer on them. I've had those for years, y'all. They're from Hobby Lobby. They're copyrighted 2012. I'm sure they probably still produce them every year, but my goodness, I've had them forever. These I had 3 little Christmas trees on here, and I used a sticker from this sheet. I used 3 of the words from here and 1 from here. I pulled this in because I pulled in some sticker buttons, and I pulled this dark brown in here to use to tie those buttons, if you will. And this is where the buttons came from. And they're the beige tone. And then I pulled this floral image here from that sheet. And then from this sheet I pulled in a couple of the tags. I pulled this one in to create my title. I used this font here. And then from this sheet, I used this font. So, here is what I created. Now remember, this is an Allison Davis sketch, so it turned out pretty close to what the sketch looks like. It did call for 2 photos, like 2 small 2x2 photos. Here, each had a diagonal, and so I didn't use those. I had cut out a pocket page card with the tree on it, and I just trimmed it out. And then this one had a bucket with some flowers in it, and I just trimmed it out. I had brought in all of these little cut apart pieces, the little penguins that I had previously. They were clear stickers. I put them on leftover cardstock, and I have been fussy cutting, and so I used 3 of those there. The little deers, I put 1, 2, and 3. I used little bits of bling. I used word stickers. I used a couple of, oh, I didn't show you that. I did use a couple of pieces of chipboard from this sticker sheet from Echo Park Deck the Halls. Tiny little word stickers here. So I used 2 of those, 1 here and 1 here. Yeah. And so I love how this came together. I fussy cut those little stars out from the sheets that I had with the penguins. And so all of it got used there. I did have to trim off some of the white edging on the flower piece. It was just too large. Used it. Oh, see, I did use that piece of paper. I wasn't completely crazy. I just put it behind my photos. So I lied again. I used it. I didn't use it. I used it. So yes, in fact, I did use it. And I love how this turned out. You could recreate this using washi tape if you wanted to. I cut these at 3/4 inches here, but you could use 1/2 inch washi tape and it would turn out, you know, in a similar fashion. I cut down my 4x4 photos, or sorry, my 6x4 photos to go across here, and they're just shy of 3x3. They're 3 inches this way, but they are 3 15/16 this way. So yeah, but it works. I wanted to be able to see the paper just a little bit between them. And you can see there, I put those little bows of ribbon on top of. And then each little penguin has a Christmas tree here, here, and here. And again, I'm loving how this turned out. And yeah, on to the next one. I appreciate you guys being here. I will show you a close-up of this layout at the end of the video. So if you're interested, make sure you stick around for that. And make sure to come back tomorrow for my next one in this series. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.